Now, can you guys hear me? I was over here talking to you guys. I'm glad I didn't start my pre-market yet, but I think you guys can hear me out. Now I think it works a little bit better whenever I turn on my headset. Good morning, everyone. If you could tell me good morning in the chat so I could greet you here personally. I think that's one of the cool things, like I was saying, as far as a small little niche community, that I could engage with you and actually know you personally and what you're going through personally as a trader, so I could help you go ahead and help you as far as what you're going through in your trading personally. You guys call out your trades in the chat in our little thing here, and I'm able to pull it up and give you kind of like my 2 cents and insight as to what's going on, and go from there. So let's go ahead and jump right in. As far as the levels as far as like the option OI and all that, it's pretty much unchanged. I do want to ask you guys a question though here real quick. Give me a second for me to pull it up. Give me a second. Um, there we go. All right, so if I show you there. All right, so here's our little landing page thing. You guys could go to newagewallstreet.carrd.co, and we get this little landing page here. And pretty much what I said, nothing changed overnight. Here's our option levels for the day. Our call wall up at 420. Our bias line is at 405, and then our put wall is at 400. Which, anytime we've been getting below 400, it's been a buy. So, especially with the open interest at that 398. So what I want to ask you guys here is on your option chain, I'm seeing this right here, right? So, and actually, let me go ahead and just restart my Thinkorswim here real quick because I haven't actually restarted it in a couple days, so that may be the issue. But let me see here. All right, so log in here real quick. I should have did this before I came on, but okay, now it's right. So the option chain was looking a little bit weird where like it was only showing every 5 strikes. So it was like 400, 395, 390. Now it's showing all of them here. So and then that was only below 400. Above 400, it was fine. But it's fine now. So there is a little bit of support here, very tiny at 400. And then pretty much the same thing that we've had yesterday, kind of day before, is this 398, 397 has been the bigger area. So there's 22,000 contracts between these two strikes. And every time that we've dropped here to that 398 area, well, I say every time, but anytime we drop below 400, we've gotten bought up pretty strong. So the thing is that the ES and SPX are obviously not the right on track of the SPY. So we get down to like 4,000 on the SPX and SPY, and then it gets bought up, which is a little bit less than the SPY. So same old thing here. Then we do have 398. There's a little bit right here, 12,000, and then we have a little resistance right here at 400, and then 401. So we do have a little bit of room to go ahead and jump to 403, and then we jump again here to like 405, and then 405 is our bias area. So our bias line. So that's where we go from being in a negative gamma to a positive gamma on the day, or a negative delta to a positive delta. So both of them, not or, but and basically what that means is that market makers and dealers turn to be more bullish once we're over that line. So if by some chance we make it over 405 today, that would be where the mark would be. So the thing is it's a big if. So um, we don't have much volume, and I think I think we're just chilling here for a little bit. But what I want to show you, just on a technical standpoint of what I'm looking at here, is kind of like this run up. Anytime that we've dropped like this, we've kind of had the same thing happen. So here's a really good example here. We had a really nice drop right here, right? So if we come measure from like the open to the close all the way to the bottom here, that's 1.9%, about 2%, right? And then we went sideways, and the next day what happened? We gapped up a little bit, and then we ran back up, pretty much almost making up everything that we lost the day prior, right? Now if I come over and I show you this, right, this looks almost the same. While we did it, this looks a little bit bad right here because it's red, but basically what we did is we fell down right here this day, right? So, and I haven't measured this. So from here to here, it's 1.32%. But what is kind of crazy, I bet you, is if we come from here to here, it's 1.76%. So almost a quarter of a percent off of that 2%. But we came down sideways, and now look, we're gapped up a little bit. So now what? Where our goal is for us to rotate back up to like this 403.50 or so. And I think that's what the case is that we've proven that we're going to hold this 400, right? So um, it's a little bit harder for us now that people have put on some hedges down here at the 395. This 398 is being proven to hold. So I think we're going to rotate back up here towards this 403. At least 405 would be a freaking gift. So the trading gods just getting you some nice tissue paper gift wrap and sending this here with uh, a bow here if we get back to 405. If we get back here and then we continue going down, this is going to be a nice place to reload to go back down. And we're about to break out of these highs right here on the ES. So it's actually we haven't broken these last few days. It's been hard. Been a lot of what do you call it? A lot of um, resistance, a lot of supply. So that's my game plan for today, guys. Is so Apple's above the 150 and looking pretty strong. Tesla's looking pretty strong. These tech names, I believe we're gonna get a pretty nice little chance here to get. I think this will be the first day this week that we get like some decent movement. So hopefully we get a little bit of a dip here towards the 400 at the open. If not, just play the crossovers and technical setups. One thing I do want to bring up to you guys is this Nvidia. So Nvidia beat 8 cents per share on their earnings. They did really good. This is a huge freaking extension here, guys. 205 to 234. So from yesterday's close, they are up almost 13%. Absolutely nuts, dude. This thing, it's funny because J Rob was over here, was like, oh, dude, it's at 150, 160. It's too extended. I want to go ahead and short it, and then we're going to be at 100 points here later. And that's kind of where it's at. So the top right here, 230 is the resistance. Excuse me. If we go ahead and come back a little bit further in, so it's above that. What I would like to see is the dip down to about 230, 229.50, and then for it to continue going up. So yesterday you saw kind of that happen. That was a crazy dip here at the open, actually, on a video. Was it yesterday? Where? Oh, it was the day before. No, it was yesterday. So yesterday we opened up here at 207. We dipped all the way to 205, and then we went up to 211, which is kind of nuts. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, semiconductor. If you're just looking and you want to play a basket of names, semiconductor definitely basket of tickers. So TSM, AMD, MU, Nvidia, all those definitely on watch for those. Microsoft also has partnership and may run a little bit in sympathy with Nvidia now. So that is pretty cool. And then that's pretty much our game plan. So it is. It does have kind of that feeling, how J Rob, that the way that Tesla was moving last year. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, so hopefully we get a shot at this because now we have our more macro, compression right here. It'd probably look better if we do like this hourly. So we're holding this base and see if we rotate back up. I mean, it would be absolutely awesome if we could get back to 410 or whatever, but um, it's kind of where we are. It would be absolutely freaking crazy if for 2023 all we do is go between 420 and 400. Any questions? Anything about the game plan here for today? All right, what time is it? We got like 12 minutes here. Let's look at some scans. Um, uh, the other part here is that we did get some numbers this morning. So, jobless report, which is every, what do you call it? Every Thursday. So 192 versus 200, which was the forecast. The previous was 195. So we went a little bit down right there. Our GDP here in quarter over quarter, um, previous was 3.2. Forecast was 2.9. We came in a little bit less than that. So continuing job claims are better. So it doesn't seem like we have any type of like bad news, so to speak, here to kind of hold us back. We're kind of back. If it kind of feels like we're back to business as usual, like the whole inflation and raising and everything. They're like, oh, everything's the same. Okay, we could go back to buying. So is anyone playing Nvidia at the Bell or Tesla? All right, so I will look to see if we get this dip and rip here, also like on the SPY, playing a la SPX over here. Hopefully we don't get a head fake. Yeah, NVIDIA sitting right at this. There's two pivots right there, so hopefully we have a better open than we've had these last few days. Okay. Oh, Unity software was also a big winner, and I think they lowered guidance, but they did really good in their earnings. That sucks that they're gapped down the way that they are. Um, 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 um. LCID. All right. So the levels on the cues that you want to look for here today are the so 295, which I don't think may be in play. Our volatility trigger is the 300, which is also a big resistance gamma area. So 300, which it's at just about 298 right now. So we have about $2 on the keys that we can move to the upside. And then on the SPY, like I was saying, 405 is pretty much we have yeah 405 is pretty much the area. We do have this little open interest area right here at this I believe 403. So we have we're already above 401 or yeah we could skip to 403 and then we skip to 405. So and after that, dude, I mean we could if we break that a big if, which we don't have much after that if we start wanting to party. Dude, I move my hat and I have my headset on and messes with. Excuse me. Good morning, Giovanni. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, J Rob. Morning, everyone. Morning, Peter. All right, 2 minutes to the bell. Let's have a great trade session here, guys. Make sure that you are taking profit at irrelevant levels, not overholding, bag holding, and mitigate your risk. Make sure you're putting a stop loss. All right. Tesla pulling back here, pretty nice. Dude, Nvidia is gonna shoot off. All right, let's go. Open the market. All right, here. Come on, give me a dip right here. 401 at least. There goes Apple dipping, Tesla dipping as well. Here, Nvidia is not dipping as hard. Excuse, 1 second. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. All right, so Apple bouncing back up, Tesla bouncing back up here, everything kind of bouncing back up. Oh man. All right, so the VIX is gapped down here just a little bit. The Qs are down here testing the VWAP. We opened up at 40.20, pretty much 40, yeah, 40.18 here on the SPX. And there's the dip on NVIDIA that I wanted. I believe I said 230, right? So Apple's trying to get to 149.50. Oh, big pop up here on the SPY. All right, so Tesla, Tesla trying to take out the 205 to the upside. Oh, dude, I don't know. Falling apart over here, guys. Sorry. All right, so NVIDIA now being bought back up. Did I say 231 or 230 on NVIDIA earlier? I don't even remember, to be honest, dude. So Apple's still working itself down here. Just trying to find some support. It'd be crazy if we get bamboozled and we just rotate down hard off of this level right here. Market does look a little bit more active here this morning, though, so far. If we if we break this high day so far here on the ES, our goal is 40.50. So looks like we're kind of just back testing and trying to hold the little breakout point right here. We may rotate down where we get 40.15. So that would bring us back pretty much like almost down to the line right here. All right, so Apple Apple made it down to its balance line here, guys. Let's see if it bounces off of there. If not, then it still has quite a bit of ways to go down to the PDC, which would be another like 60 cents. All right, so far holding this 401-ish area. Nope, still breaking down. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to wait for SPY to figure its life out right here. All right, I would like to see some purple candles come in here, but I don't think we're gonna get them. At least not on the 5 minute. I think we're a little bit too volatile in pre-market and this pop up. So all right, here comes Tesla leading to the upside here again, and Nvidia got to 230.28. It is now trying to push up here. American Airlines and purple candles. I don't want to see us reject this level right here again. If we do, we're probably going to rotate that down further. We'll break these lows and rotate down to 400. Just like that, pretty much. From your guys' perspective, can you tell me what the lag time is between me saying something and you guys getting it? Can you guys tell what it is? Just like a guesstimate. This demand and this volume is not looking pretty good either here. We'll wait until the top of the hour right here. I don't think we got any other type of economic stuff coming out today. No. Oh, so the Fed member Bostic speaks at 9:50. So like in an hour. All right, so Apple's bouncing off its balance area, gonna come up and retest the VWAP, and the VIX is not doing too much here. So I thought we were gonna have a little bit more of a wilder opening. We're getting a little bit more activity, but looks like we may have too much supply here. Nvidia is trying to push back above these pivots right here. It's a big spot on the daily chart for it here, guys. So if you're trying to trade it, be patient. The VIX is pushed up just a little bit here. Apple is just about pushing above the VWAP. Oh, it's having a hard time. Yeah, it looks, this is, so two scenarios that I see right now is that we're retesting this kind of like breakout spot right here where we've shown resistance yesterday and the day before, this 40-15, 40-20 area. And so if we use this area of support to go up, and like I said, if we get some purple candles, then I'm going to go ahead and take those. And if not, then this is too much resistance here for us to be able to break out to. We'll rotate back down to the 400 right here. There we go, nice little pop. Nvidia over here above the pivots now. Oh, we're almost in a break higher day. All right, nice break here on the spot. Let's see if we get some volume and follow through here. So we do have this little bit of a gap, like we were talking about, this little 402 to this 403. And in reality, this is only 200 contracts different. And I say only, but it's definitely relative. So it's not that big. Ooh, hey, we got freaking. Did you guys see that? That rejection right there? Beautiful rip and dip on Nvidia, guys. Everyone asks, dude. Everyone like wants to play earnings and stuff. And dude, you could play the volatility the next day. It's already up $6 right here. So with no, I mean, if you take some profit on the intraday trade, and hold some for the longer term, like if the 250 is the bigger goal, there we go, spot. Then that's totally fine. So so let's look at the bigger term and what Nvidia is doing over here. Yeah, we broke. Yeah, so 236 is where we're at right here. We're gonna need our little volume profile. And yeah, so that's our big point, the 231, 230. And then right here is our upper point of control of the 240. So the next target is 246 or so. So I mean, I'll go ahead and even put a line right there. Right there. Oops. 15. So yeah, 240. You guys could see this right here, right? This little resistance right here. So that's our next little spot right here. So in this area is where it's trying to get to. And then after that, we have a little volume gap. So between this 247 to 2 almost 260. So yeah, I think the way like J-Rob's saying at least 250. So uh-oh, we rejected 402. Almost 237 now. Forty 44. So 40 44 is the first spot. There's this gorgeous house here in Texas, dude. That um, I think I just feel a little embarrassed because I don't know the whole like I don't know the whole mm, process of buying a house, and I just don't want to seem like kind of dumb about it. But this house is pretty expensive. It's 2.5, and it's a huge house. It's 5,700 square feet. I do not need that big, but the garage is what I really like. It's just kind of cool. I don't know. If I had a family, it would be super dope. But sorry, I just got a notification that saying that they dropped the price. And it's in like one of the best school districts in the area. All right, Apple. Apple tapped 150 and kind of pulled away, so it better not ruin our party here. Since you've been rocking me since Corona, what do you mean? Oh, dude, I appreciate the love though. It's just um I think a lot of you guys could probably empathize with me. When we never had like a really nice big house, dude. Um, I think when my parents divorced, we so my mom moved over to a little, the whole divorce apartment, deal, whatever. The baby mama apartment after you divorce. And it was a two-bedroom apartment, and it was me, my mom, and my sister. My sister's like a year and a half younger than me. Um, and um, and I felt bad, dude, because I felt bad because I got my own room since I was a boy or whatever. My mom didn't want us to share a room, and so her and my sister shared a room, and and it was like I said, a little two-bedroom apartment, probably like 800 square feet, something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. And granted, it was one of probably it was a decent apartment. It wasn't like in the hood or nothing. You know what I mean? It was a nice apartment. Um, and it was really cool because I was really excited I could ride my bike to school and all that kind of stuff. I was like 8 years old or something like that. And so, oh fuck, dude, I would love to get more volume right here if we're gonna continue going, unless we're just gonna grind up. But Apple needs to participate a little bit more if we're gonna keep on going here, guys. And then so the Qs are trying to break out right here at this 298, but um then after that, I lied. We'd actually moved to a pretty, yeah, it was a nice house. Not that it was anything like crazy or whatever, but me and my sister had our own room. It was in a decent neighborhood and stuff, and it was a corner lot, like things that we had a pretty nice backyard, and it was it was really nice. But then after that is when we moved to New Mexico, and we're back to an apartment, and that sucked. And then we moved to a little house, and that house is like maybe 1,300 square feet, something really small, like very necessity based. You know what I mean? And then so my point in saying all that, giving you guys my whole life rundown of that, is that I never had like anything like humongous or like where it's like, oh, you deserve this, treat yourself or whatever. Um, and then the other part is that I'm always by myself. So for me to have a house that's 5,000 square feet, like I would get lost in there and not know what to do with myself, on top of having to furnish the whole thing. I don't know. I find every excuse, like it's just like my trades, right? I find every excuse not to do it, and if it's overwhelmingly the other way, then it's like okay, cool, do it. Like the Corvette, right? The Corvette we just bought. I just bought. It was like a month. It's been like 6 weeks now. So it was overwhelmingly like, oh, it's a good deal. Like I could flip it, whatever. Have fun driving it. Meanwhile, cool. But a house that big for just me, bro. I don't know. I guess if you see that, then I try to rationalize it. Like it's if it's a good investment and it is the in the school district part or whatever, the nice school district, and it's like, well, I hope I not always by myself. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like I don't need that much space or whatever, and so I like having my real my fancy nonetheless apartments that I get or condos with the big high rise views and all that. I that's what I so I don't have a penthouse. So while it is a penthouse, but it's not the one that I wanted. It's like the small one. And we do have concierge service here. They do hold our packages, and like if I want like dinner reservations, they'll find them for me or whatever. And then whenever I have to go to like New Mexico or whatever, like I was saying yesterday, the airport is pretty close. It's like 10 minutes away. So they have like a black car service where they take us to the airport for free or whatever. So that's cool. So then I don't have to leave my stuff there. I could also like if you guys come and visit, I could send them to go pick you guys up or whatever. And then I think I've told you guys this before that there's like a guest apartment pretty much like here that you could rent, if for like a really small fee. So like if you have family or friends in town, you just reserve it, and it's like a really small fee for you to reserve that. I think they have like two or three of them. Um, so then your friends or family don't have to stay at a hotel. Build a castle for the future queen is what I say. See, that's pretty cool. Yeah. The and the, so so the plan was that I moved into this place um and then wait until the big penthouse, the one with the so it's like on the corner, and literally it's probably like 15 to 20 foot like siding of just glass, dude. Like the view and everything is of it is just and it's like a loft, right? It's 2 stories. So I would just love to be able to trade and look out the window all day, bro. Like to um so I've been waiting for it to come available, but and it's funny because now I've met the guy that actually lives in there, and he's like, I probably won't be leaving for a while, man. He's like, to be 100% honest, he's like he owns like a production company or like something to do with movies like in LA and stuff, and so he's not even here like a lot. He's out there. He's probably famous for all I know, and I don't know who he is. He's a cool guy though. Um, and then there's a few other places where, oh, dude, come on, man, why are you pulling back? Ooh, Nvidia got up to 238.68, and Tesla is relative weakness right here. I don't know what the heck's going on with Tesla. It's going down in a hurry. Oh shit. So Mercedes-Benz, is this Mercedes-Benz? Yeah, Mercedes-Benz Group announced Wednesday a long-term strategic partnership with Google to build its branded navigation experience a bid to compete with Tesla. Oh, damn. Well, that should help Google out. Google was over here struggle busting, and it's still not doing nothing. So Apple broke below the balance line and broke low of day here so far. So now we kind of just broke the market. That sucks. Well, we also had top of the hour right here in this candle. Yeah, man, it's that's I would rather spend the extra money, right? So we're talking 2.5 million, right? So what would the payment on something like that be? Depending, so let's say I put 20%. What's 20%? That's is it 40,000? I need my calculator. 20, so two 100,000? Holy shit. It can't, is it really? Damn, dude. And so then it would be 2.4 million then, right? Oops. Divided by, oops. So the payment would be 6 grand a month. It's pretty much what I pay here. So probably a little bit more than 6 grand a month after HOA and then um, the taxes and um, the interest. So that's basically what I pay here, right? So if I and that's why I know for a fact I pay a premium um, for the view and like amenity stuff that I get here, and I get nowhere near the same amount of space. I think this place is like 1,400 square feet or something like that, and so and so damn, Tesla is really dying right here, guys. I guess Apple's going down too because no one's partnering with them for self-driving stuff. 500K is 20% at 2.5. I am putting 500K down, dude. Fuck that. There's a lot of cool stuff that they have here, man. I've been looking for another dog. Um, I haven't found the perfect one as of yet. Whenever I found Frankie, I felt like, and the thing was, is that so I had a house guarantee from the breeder that he would live to be like a year, and he didn't make it. And then I started talking to the breeder, and I told him, and showed him everything, whatever, from the vet, and they said that they're going to have another litter in December, so towards the end of last year. And then he started getting shady with me and stopped answering my texts and stuff. So I kind of got taken for that. I spent like 4 grand or something like that on Frankie. Yeah, the dog and all that. Well, that's what I was gonna say is like here, that's what's cool is like we have like a whole like dog deck like on the 12th floor. Yeah, so we have like a whole little dog deck or whatever, and um, and they even have like an area where you could give them a bath and stuff, so you don't have to do it in your nice place. And then we have a rooftop deck pool thing, whatever. It's not on the actual roof. It's like on the, I think that one's on the 10th floor or something. And then there's a clubhouse thing right there. You could have it for parties. Uh, and then it's cool. Like Whole Foods is right across the street. Like it's cool just to take a break and walk over there for like a drink. Um, Walk outside. Uh, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Fogo de Chao. That is in our lobby, like our the first floor. A Great Dane. The King Corsals are pretty cool, but same thing, right? Like if you have a small place, it doesn't make sense. That's why it was nice having the bulldog, dude. All he wanted to do was sleep and fart all day. Great Danes are huge, but need little exercise. Uh, did I just say that about the King Corsos? Yeah, I wanted one of those. I've also think it would be cool if I have a small place like I do now, uh, to get like a hairless cat. That kind of threw a wrench in our little game plan here, guys. That sucks. I'm kind of upset because if that just took the wins at our sales, then we don't have no volatility the rest of the day. When I lived in Corona, you lived in Temecula. When did I live in Corona, dude? That I was streaming. I may have been visiting when I was streaming one time from out there. Yeah, Amazon's a dumpster fire over there, dude. Like I said, I think they pull a Disney move and get that CEO out of there and bring Bezos back. Well, who knows how much he's involved right now? Maybe he's not CEO, but he's getting a big chunk of change for being a consultant or whatever. So now we really tested the 4015 right here. Got almost 4015. So I haven't lived. So the reason I'm surprised about the living in Corona, dude, I haven't lived in Corona since I was 18, 18, 19, which is 10, like 15 years ago, dude. And even so, then at that time, I don't even think there was YouTube. Yeah, what time when I visited there. How long ago? Do you know? Remember how long ago it was? All right, so Apple made it back down to the pivot here. MPC, we'll see if it starts bouncing, and then Tesla's here at 200. Trying to figure out if it's going to go further down. All the Tesla chasers probably in Nvidia now. Someone asked about Meta yesterday, and I think it filled in that gap that we were talking about. Oh no, it got straight down to it, and then well over 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, definitely didn't live there 2 years ago. Or maybe like I just misspoke, like on a stream. I said I'm from Corona or whatever. If we get another little push up here towards this 401.50, 60 area on lower volume, I would like puts. If we come in with some higher demand, then I would want to for it to break and continue up on our little move here. So far, still holding this breakout area right here, guys. Trying to put in some support. A Cane Corso is the same as a Great Dane. They're just fatter, or what? So yeah, we're kind of putting in this intraday like head and shoulders, head, shoulder. Give me a right shoulder right here. It's a really nice flag right here on the on Nvidia here, guys. See if we could keep it going. Now Tesla's trying to bounce back up. Tesla generally takes news pretty good, where right on the chin, and then it keeps on going. Maybe now we'll get some purple candles that we're still kind of going sideways to put in this range. So if we get purple candles, I will go ahead and oh, dude, Apple is over here trying to go down. Amazon, Google, Walmart. What is this one right here? eBay. Get Nvidia shining bright over here. All right, Tesla is green on the day here again. Tesla's gonna, dude. Tesla's gonna be right back where it was here in about 5 minutes. Watch. That's funny. Whenever it gets slow like this, we should start doing some. You guys gonna do some push-ups with me? Let's start doing some rutina over here. Start doing some burpees while we wait for some trades. They are more like pit bulls on steroids. They are, dude. It's crazy. I've seen that they're being used for police dogs a lot now. Dude, they are some big boys, man. There was a girl that bred them in Albuquerque, and it's like, holy crap, no one's gonna mess with her. Oops. I don't know why. I feel like I gotta apologize for the way that the market's moving here, guys. But I mean, it's not much to do, man. This ranging action just sucks. One thing, if I could say, if I could kind of be positive here, is that it just takes one day and one trade to change your, to make your week is pretty much it. So like we're on Thursday today. If I'm able to get one trade here today, if it's today or if it's tomorrow, cool. But it kind of sucks, man, because I mean, all this week you basically waste a week out of the month. This is a nice bounce here so far. Somewhere in here we'll get some purples. We do have red on the TTM right here, so see if Apple is able to go back green again. That's what I'm saying, dude. Is that so this is the 9:30, my 9:30, 10:30, whatever wick. There's so here in like 20 minutes, Bostic starts on the mic here in a little bit. Um, Natural gas storage was reported at 9:30, or that, yeah, 9:30. So probably the natural gas thing. But the thing is that I mean it actually came in better than expected. So today is a little bit different though in the sentiment. You can't really teach this, man. It's just from watching tape and watching charts for over and over for a really long time. You guys see how like on the drop here, um, and I guess you could kind of um, make this kind of argument. You see these wicks right here, and I want to make this smaller. So right here, this is the area of these wicks, right? So that's our sell pressure so far, right? That's our sell pressure. Our buy pressure for today is this. Does that make sense? So, like I said, it's really hard to for you to teach just like showing how the chart is the price action is just discretionary looking at it if it's more bearish or bullish, and obviously you're going to have a little bit more of a bias. But today looks a lot more at least neutral than bearish. Whereas the last few days, right? We come and we look at the last few days. Um, I mean, it got rejected all right here. Oops, that's the wrong one. All right there, right? And then as far as on the downside, you could see that there weren't any really wicks on the downside right here. And then on this side, I mean, we had this little bit right there, and then a little bit right here. So then obviously this is outlier because of the Fed announcement. And then the day before, when we had when everything moved further down, you can see this is pressure, pressure. So if we aren't bullish today, we're definitely more neutral. So far, at least. The VIX is the one that looks like it wants to take off pretty freaking crazy. Oops. Yeah, it'd be funny if this Bostic guy comes on the mic and then everything just runs crazy. This market sucks. And I'm not even losing money. Like, I'm upset and I'm not even losing money. The VIX just got a big candle to the upside here. We're at 4,000 here on the ES again, 4002 actually. If we get the crossover play against the right here, the pivot, or even 400 would be even better. I'll go ahead and take those puts. I'm not even looking for a big trade at this anymore. I just So we're about to have 10 o'clock here, guys. 11 o'clock market time.
Oh my, Assad, you got to hit it in the neck. They'll stop. Oh my God.
All right, there's our 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock candle, whatever. Let's see if it rejects the pivot right here.
No, Assad, please.
You know, it would be crazy is if we went sideways right here for as long as we did in December right here. So this was December 18th, 19th, and then to January 9th, so 2 weeks. So we got almost 1 week down. All right, so I did take the small little slice right here, guys. I'm not excited about it, man. Unless the thing goes down to fucking 390. While we're slow right here, does anyone while we're slow right here, is there anything that you guys want me to go over to be able to help you out with as far as your trading theory, um, horrible relationship advice? There we go. Tesla is moving down here a little bit harder.
Fuerza Régida. Y'all better practice weekly, or else I ain't paying y'all, man. All these they're bashing Fuerza Régida for up, fool. And I'm not taking that shit, dog. Neta, way. All that. Everyone's bashing Samalón, so this one's going to Samalón more than everybody. All right, y el otro behind us. Y hasta para mí. Pues yo la cago porque ahí están ustedes también y me estreso y me enfoco allá y valgo verga. Come on, pa. Everybody pilas a la verga. We're doing good y aquí quieren cagar el palo y no practicar a la verga. Pónganse fit. Fierro, 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 fierro. I cannot believe. Look at the algorithm. That's what people are searching up. Sammy Fuerza Regida mess up. Look at this, Sammy. It was drunk. Respect to Samalone for still being able to play at least a little bit while he's drunk. Sammy too drunk. Pretty much Sammy vale verga. Everybody a Fuerza Regida. Y'all better practice.
Dude, you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna switch to these fucking futures because literally part of what I'm sitting here doing is just fucking babysitting this so I could close it out. Like, and that's a good question, dude. That's a really good question. Um, so uh at least with the features, dude, they move how they move, and if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Like I could freaking set a stop loss and a profit target and just walk away. I could drive to the gym. I could, whatever, just let it do its thing. Here, I have to freaking babysit this because the theta and the difference in price or whatever because of the contract premium. So, okay, man asked here when it comes to OI, how do you know if the contracts were sold or bought? Um, Short answer is you don't. You don't, dude. The only way that you can kind of tell, and you can make an assumption, is on the flow, right? So let me see if I still have access to the SIBO one. I guess I don't have it. Um, I'm trying to find an example for you, bro. Give me a second. I don't know what my password is. All right, here. Here we go. All right, we're gonna use the good old unusual whales right here. All of this is like 15 minutes delayed because I don't have an actual subscription for them. But for your question, this is a really good question. So, um, let's do. Let's see if we just do Apple, right? Well, we can't. We can't filter it. We just do Apple right here, right? Now this Apple was done on the bid, right? So if it you kind of got to think counterintuitively to the way that this is actually being done. So if someone is buying on the ask, then they're being very, very aggressive, right? They don't care that they're spending a little bit of extra money to be able to get into the trade. They just want in the trade. On the if they're buying on the bid, then most likely they're putting in a limit order and they want the price to come down to them in order to be able to get filled, right? So you don't necessarily know. You don't necessarily know as far as where the on the open interest and as far as like the contracts are being done as the transactions are going through. Like you could see like transactions on the tape from the options, and you would make the assumption on whether what side they're on or what have you. You could also go ahead and measure. We get into like the whole math part of seeing if it's a negative or positive delta and being able to kind of, again, the best we could do is an educated guess based off of the information that we have. So you don't really know, dude. It sucks, but um, you can't really necessarily tell what has been done. You can make educated guesses, right? But not we don't know for sure because we can't call up the people that are buying or selling and be like, hey, did you buy that or did you sell that? Like We just know if they did it on the bid or the ask. And so if they're on the, and that's the thing is that if we're, I think there are some services where they say like if it was to open like a brand new position, like if it's a different position than the rest of it, is like the what they're trying to actually say. If it's a little bit different, then what they're saying is that that's a brand new order. Like someone's not adding to an already existing position; they're starting a brand new position, right? So that's one way. So, like to your point and what you're saying as well, right? So, how do you know if the contracts were sold or bought? Well, they were both, right? Someone needs to sell them in order for someone to buy them, right? Someone needs to buy them in order to be able to sell them. It's a transaction, and so we could go ahead and assume that um, if that's the case on the way that we're moving, right? What the heck happened here? So, if the way that we're moving is that if we have a bunch of contracts that are sitting here, um, we can make some educated assumptions. Say this 398, right? This 12,000. This is the target for this downside that we have right now. Um, is that who is buying those puts, right? On a zero DTE? Probably more retail traders, right? So the more hedge funds and the more dealers and stuff like that, they don't mind waiting. So they don't mind coming out and being maybe wrong in the short term and buying monthly expirations down at 390 instead of 398. Why would you buy 398, right? Um, so if that's the case, then you know what I mean. Um, 1 second. If that's the case, then we know that the people that have the upper hand here, if they're the market maker or the dealer that is selling these, um, you have to be able to go ahead and cover what you're selling, right? So you have to be able to have those shares available in case someone wants to be able to exercise them and they go in the money. So the people that actually have that upper hand or what have you are able to go ahead and manipulate the ticker in order for it to move the way that you want. So with your question, right? So it doesn't necessarily matter who buys or sells it, right? We just know that they're there because it was a transaction that takes place. Now it does matter. Um, make sure I said that right. It doesn't matter if they were bought or sold. It just matters who bought or sold them, if that or who sold them, right? So in the transaction, the people that actually sell the contracts are the ones that have the upper hand right now. So and I mean, it's been working here on this in this example of the last few days, right? We got straight down to a little bit below 398, right? But we reclaimed yesterday, and we closed above 398 where that open interest was yesterday. And the same thing is right here. As soon as if we do break 398 or we're down here, I bet you we bounce somewhere right here. So, um, you know, Johnny had a really good idea the other day where like I take a trade, just maybe one or two contracts, and whatever I make in that trade, like I send it as a PayPal or like a Zelle or Venmo to someone. I don't know how legal that is, as far as like for the SEC stuff and everything. I think it's legal. It's just me giving away my own money. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure it's okay. I want to double check and make sure. But in this case, this would be like one of those things that one of those kinds of trades I would take, where it's like, all right, I'll put my wavels on the table here and put my money where my mouth is. Where I'm not gonna, kind of like yesterday, I kind of got on that guy where it's like, okay, you're telling us to go ahead and do ABC, but you don't know how, why, or have the data to be able to back it up. Now, I do have a little bit of data. I do have a little bit from the Excel, and this does work whenever you get extended to the big open interests, the reclaim of them happen 85% of the time. So that's a lot. Like, when I'm used to taking breakout trades on the purple candles, and that's 48%, 85% of the time, whenever it pulls back from the open interest levels. Now the thing is though, like, I'm doing it discretionarily, right? Because there's a whole bunch of different strike prices with the open interest on it, but the ones that are important to us in my system are the ones that are closest to at the money. So these are the ones that I take. I mean, if we're talking about like the ones up here, like where we went, above this, we went above 400, and then say we don't reclaim 400 today, that doesn't make sense to me. We're talking about the big ones here that are trying to act as support to the downside. And to quantify this, I'm sure there's a smarter person out there that could quantify and put a name to why, how this happens, and what to call it or whatever. I don't. I just know that it does discretionarily. I was able to identify it, and then I have a little bit of data, and my data only goes back to when zero DTE started happening. So I do have data for whenever the SPY and like um, the equity options, right? So like Apple, Tesla, and Nvidia have end of the week expirations. Usually they want to be below the, like on the call side, below, like if they get too far extended bullishly, they want to pull them back and close back underneath that. So that was a good example of Tesla this last week, right? It got extended to like around 208, 210 or something like that. And I told you guys that we're going to close under 200. I think a few people kind of side eyed me and said, "You're crazy. Tesla's super bullish. It's going to keep on going." And we closed like at 195 or something like that. So on that side, it works a little bit more differently. Like if it becomes like a big gamma squeeze, then yes, then it's going to go ahead and be the other way where it keeps on going. But as far as like the way that you're saying, I ideally you would want a bigger a bigger test sample in order for you to be able to say like, okay, for sure this is what it is. And to be 100% honest, I think you would want at least 4 years. So at least 4 years of data in order for you to be able to say this is what it is, because then the market has actually done one full cycle. So by that time, the market should have gone in a bull cycle and a distribution type cycle and rotated back down, and then you get a full analysis of the market going up, down, sideways on how good it is. Right now, I'm pretty much just have data for a bear market. You know what I mean? So far it does work, and what we're doing in the bear market or whatever. But I don't have any data where things are. I mean, I had 2 weeks worth within the last part of January, but other than that, that's all I have. You know what I mean? And it's not enough. So that's me being fully transparent of like what it is, and it's. I mean, everyone's kind of going through the same thing. I'm sure it would be really cool. I wish I had contacts for like people like at Two Sigma or the trading desk at JP Morgan or whatever, and for what they're what kind of stuff that they're looking at and the models that they're doing with like zero DTE and open interest and stuff like that. Because within, I think November, December is when it became a little bit more prevalent, right? So it's a little bit of a race between everyone to like do everything to figure out how much of an edge and how much alpha that you could get out of it, because the zero DTE thing is so relatively new. I think on the SIBO website I could go and look at it. But yes, so I do believe that you can use it. Um, you can use it as enough of an edge. So let me look on the SIBO website. I'll show you. Their website sucks so bad, dude. All right. So now you're going to put my system here to work. So now we're back here at these lows that we had, uh, almost at the lows that we had from yesterday, and now we're going to go ahead and see if we're able to reclaim this by the end of the day, right? And so at this level as well as the 4,000 here on the SPX. So what a freaking slide off though! If you're able to get in on at this 402 and be patient. So that's $3, and then so $5 altogether, dude. I'm just I'm not looking at the market right then in that type of way. So I wanted it to break out and get back to 40.50, but I think it would have done it, dude. If we didn't have the negative catalyst, it was trying to do it. And then we got that negative news, and then everyone's like, oh, back to selling. Mm. All right. So what was I doing? Oh, option. So in this area here, once you start seeing that it's not, it firms up a little bit, it'd be a good place to go ahead and get long. And so what I was saying, as far as that, like taking that one contract trade or whatever and giving the money away, this would be my one that I would do for that. The high day sell off? Uh, no, not really, dude. I mean, 402 was actually our little gap right here. 402. So, um, on the ES, we did get to this 4030. That wasn't really anything crazy. We got to 4025 on the SPX. It wasn't anything crazy. The only thing was is that Apple tapped 150, and then once it tapped 150, and then we got that kind of news, it just sold. So sucks. Mm. I can't find it, dude. I can't find where I have an old Excel sheet where I got the data a while back, but I haven't been updating it, and I don't remember where I got the data from. I don't know if it was Polygon. I mean, it should be right here on the SIBO website, and I don't know why. Like I said, their website fucking sucks. Oh, if we broke. Oh, I think I found it. Oops. All right, so I just generated the report here. Give me a second to pull the data here. What a sell, man. So this is $4 plus two, $6 so far. I covered all mine here on the S1 here, guys. Oof. Why doesn't it show? Oh, I think I requested it wrong. 1 second, guys. Mm, I saved it as the wrong type of file now. Oh my goodness. Why isn't it opening it in freaking VS Code? There we go. So let me calculate this here real quick. Excuse me. All right. All right. So if you guys are still here, look at that. Over here preaching data here, and I just went and I found the data for you. So I sound like a base master hacker character. What do you mean? I don't even know what that is, to be honest. Yo, back from day job, holding some nice 400 399 spy pups, going to make some more than lunch money today. Yes, more than taco money today. Got some money for. Kind of sucks, man, because my sentiment yesterday was like, okay, we will get to 390. You guys heard me say we'll get to 390 by Friday, by the close on Friday, right? And we are slowly grinding there. But the way that I was looking at this morning, being fully transparent, was that okay, cool. We held, we gapped up. Maybe we come to 405, 404, 405 in order to get another shot to the downside, right? Rotate back up. And we did rotate up just a little bit, but there's way too much damn supply up here. And man, now I'm kicking myself. What shoulda, woulda, coulda. Like, this is a really nice move, dude. You know what I mean? So I did get from the pivot right here down, but even right here would have been really nice. But again, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Um, the time it took for it to go from here to here, 2 hours though. For it sucks like when it's a grind instead of the other way. But so this is right here. This is the daily option volume just for the SIBO exchange. I didn't do the bats and all the other ones and everything like that. But all this data, dude, is freaking available to you for free. I don't know if P Dubs is in here listening to me right now, but P Dubs did a lot of this, not this, but he did a lot with once I kind of gave him a little bit of sauce. He went and started looking for some stuff, and he found a lot of data like on the Opera exchange website, SIBO website, stuff like that. All this is free. So basically, I just came on here in the right on the SIBO website. The exchanges, you put whatever symbol you want. So calculate volume as daily, weekly, monthly, annually. And I mean, I could have probably did annually and made it better. Actually, let's go ahead and do that one too. Let's do another one. Just for funsies and see how far back it lets us go. But you can see on my little pivot table in my chart that I made here. So I went back as far as 2008. I figured that would be kind of a good spot from the last like crash or whatever. And I mean, this is I don't know how many zeros are here. One, two, three zeros. One, two, three. So seven, or this is by millions. So and by day. So the day of how many the volume of option contracts that are actually traded, and we could clearly see that now what we're into. um I don't know why it only gave me data to I don't know why it only says January right here or whatever, but we could clearly see that we over the last 10 years how much more prevalence the option market has gotten, especially with the zero DTE and stuff. Let me see what the other. Let me see if I could pull up this. Where's my report? Did you not generate my report? Oh, it's actually that's not the report I wanted anyway, so that's cool. So we want to go back further than that. How far back do you guys want to go? Oh, it only lets me go to 2007. So uh yeah, it would have been cool to be able to see option data back to like the .com boom and stuff like that, which would have been probably almost non-existent. So if right here is 500,000, right? Then another 8 years back or whatever. But I hope that gives you like a good visualization that we are, let's see, 1 million, there's 40 million right here. So 40 times, right? The amount of volume that we've had within the last 10, 12 years or so. And it's only getting bigger. Like you can see it's still growing. So people that are saying that, learning the Greeks and the way options move in the derivative market and stuff like that, uh, the option market is the market now. The equity market is going to be the derivative market. So if you don't learn, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Um, in my opinion, um, that's how it is. So, man, are we going to get to 395 today? The day I'm over here defending my system, and it's going to be one of those 15% days that it didn't work. Um, but yeah, I advocate for you guys to go and like I said, the to find the data that you need on the SIBO website is pretty freaking. Oh, I guess I exited out of the page. Um, Let me see if I have the history thing. Here it is. All right. So if invite you guys come and play with this. You could download anything you want here as a CSV file and play with it with in Excel. You have daily market statistics that you could go ahead and look at. So your put to call ratio. You have open interest right here. Um, so the historical data options. That's what I pretty much did right here. And there's some more here, so you could go into where um like I said, this is freaking sucks to navigate this thing. So notional value summary, how much in dollar amount was traded on the market, most active options right now on the chain, index options, equity options, um, that's a lot of information that they give for free. And so that's what like P Dubs had said. He's like, dude, um he's like, I'm, very frugal. I don't like paying for stuff, so I just went and I looked for it for free, and he was able to find it. I have two 399 puts left. So one at 396 and one at 395. Optimally, bro. We're in this gap now, so this is. I don't know why I changed my sentiment, dude. This is my bad. I had a game plan. I had it all lined out for you guys. I was like, oh, we'll get to down here by the end of the week, and kind of came in here wide-eyed and bushy-tailed because Nvidia was up. Everything looked really nice, and part of it is that we haven't been able to break below the 398 and stuff. So, um, maybe it can be interpreted differently in days with big catalysts, like look at the channel and lost crude. Well, yeah. So catalysts are outliers, right? So nothing works. If there's an overwhelming amount of supply or demand, because of a catalyst, right? So if the Fed was about to come in, right, and if the Fed was to come in and say, hey, you know what, guys, we're only gonna go ahead and raise, or we're gonna actually cut rates, right? We're gonna cut rates by one full basis point, or 100 basis points, I should say. Uh, the market's going to go absolutely freaking nuts and go to the upside. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what open interest there is at any level. There's going to be a huge demand, and the market's going to price in that catalyst in that announcement. So yes, catalysts are definitely um, outlier deals where um, outlier deals where uh, sometimes we need those to break big support and resistance levels, right? So, like for instance, right now, or I should say more yesterday, right? I was calling for 390, and 390 is our put wall. So 390 down here is our put wall. There's 13,000 right now on today's option chain, but I'm sure if we come to March, we have a lot more coming in at that level. There's 157,000 right there. And so at the 394, 390, yeah, 390, well, that's kind of weird. It's not 395. At the 394, we have 105,000. So that kind of gives us a little bit bigger clue here as we sell a little bit more, kind of targets and what exactly is going on. So there's also 79,000 at 395, which is really big. So, and then 400 is 120 some thousand, right? So, uh, if anything, they may want to bring it back above 400 by OPEX in March. So, all right, guys. I hope you see the kind of a cool little discussion here at the end, but I hope you see that I'm not gonna I'm not just gonna tell you stuff. I'll go and I'll look for it. It literally took me. So if someone timed me, let's see the time that okay man over here asked that question. So he asked at 10:12. I don't know if that's my time or whose time. I think that's his time or my time. Yeah, it's my time. So it literally took me about 45 minutes to an hour to find the information and then make it into a nice little graph for you guys to be able to see. So I don't. I hope you guys do question me and stuff, and I'm able to go ahead and show you like this. This is what I have. And again, full transparency. I don't believe that I have enough data as far as the zero DTE and stuff like that. Using everyday options in order to be able to say that. To it would be cool if actually I just have the idea of it'd be cool to do like more report on the monthly options and quarterly um, to see how prevalent that they are for those. But but yeah, like I said, transparent on the system and the data that I have, and I don't mind showing you. But here on the YouTubes here, guys, I'm going to call it a morning. I'm going to go to the gym. I think we hit the low for the day here, guys. It's 39. Yeah, 39.75. We'll see. But I mean, we're kind of down here for today. 1.5%. Dude, the market is so. Once you see the how perfect the market is, dude, like, is it exactly one? Oh, dude, is it almost exactly 1.5%? Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you as well. Just to kind of give some kudos or just some credit over here to okay man. I appreciate you taking notes on the segments and giving me the times and everything. I plan yes, I'm gonna probably trade futures probably tomorrow, dude. So yep, I think so. I just gotta I'll start off a little bit more slowly, but the data part of stuff just fucking sucks, man. It really sucks. Like and then for something to um like it's cool when it goes in your favor, obviously, but when it goes against you and you're down 20% on a contract, but it only moved 10 cents or whatever it is, whatever it is, it sucks. No, I just think that uh I think this week just kind of pissed me off, to be honest, with like the chop kind of action. And kind of like I was saying, right? So, it took 2 hours or so, right? It took some from about 9 o'clock to now, yeah, 2 hours in order for it to drop that 1.5%. So 402 to 396. So two $4. Yeah, I see it too, dude, and I like to be the the pioneer, and honestly, I'm being the follower on that one. So, but it is better. So, as far as on that part, I will still play some play the options whenever there is momentum. But on chop days like this, right? If you're going to be in a trade like this for 2 hours, it's better for you just to go ahead and, I mean, look at this range right here, dude. 40.30 to 39.75. So that's 25 plus 70 points, almost 65 points. So, what is it? Five. So on the minis, right? It's $5 per point. So 5 times 70, 5 times 7 is 35. So 350 per contract, which cost I think $100, right? So uh, yeah, you know, if you have a small account and that's what you're doing, dude, that's pretty awesome. So look, granted, the profits that I'm gonna have to figure out the positioning sizing to make it to what I'm used to as far as like the profits and stuff like that. So cool guys. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow. Um, I'll turn on the Zoom and let you guys know if I'm back in the chat here in a little bit in the Discord if you're in the Discord, okay? Shifting the futures could be due to funding companies' focus on it. I haven't found any options funding uh oh like the what do you call it? The prop whatever the prop things. Yeah. So cool. See you guys in a little bit.